Okay. So, hello everyone, and welcome to our Symphony Banda Podcast. My name is Shirley Corman, and I'm a host of this podcast. In each episode, you will hear from seriously smart and interesting symphonians about their projects, successes, and of course, challenges. In this episode, we have the privilege of sitting down with Mona Juneja, our Associate Director of Sales. Mona brings a fresh perspective and unwavering passion to our sales strategies. And today, we are really excited to uncover the insights she has to offer to us. So grab your headphones, sit back, and get ready to be inspired by Mona, a trailblazer in our newest department, sales. Hi, Mona. How are you?
Hi, Shirley. I'm good. Thanks. Thanks for having me over.
We are really glad to have you here. We were really looking forward to meet you on this podcast because it's a new activity where we are looking behind the scenes of how each department is working and giving some insights to our symphonians about the strategies, the work processes and team members of the team. And this lands me to the first question. So for a smooth start, I would like you to share with our symphonians, how is your sales department structured and what are the roles, responsibilities of the team members? Bring us some insights.
Sure, Shirley. So I joined Symphony about 6 months ago. And, as you know, Symphony did not have a sales organization until this year. Symphony has grown organically over the last 15 years. We do a great job with all our clients. Hence, our clients have been referring us to other clients, and that's how we have grown organically.
Mhm.
But this year, Symphony decided to have a sales team, and that's why I was hired. So I joined Symphony on February 6th of this year, which is 2023. And the journey has been great. So how's the sales team structured? So we have a sales people for iGaming and casino industry, and then we have sales people for other verticals like healthcare, airlines, manufacturing, etc. And then we also have a lead generation team, which was also formed this year, in April of this year. And the job of the lead generation team is to generate leads by cold emailing. And the jobs of the salespeople, including myself, is to make sure that we close the deals after they are generated. So that's how the sales team is structured. We have a lead generation team, and then we have salespeople like myself, whose focus is to close the deals after the leads have been generated.
Cool. I haven't known about it, that it's separated between the projects. Depends on the aim of the clients. Yes, you said about the airlines, the casino. Yes, I didn't know that. It's quite an insight from the very first question, I would say. Okay, and going a little bit deeper into strategies, what are these primary strategies your sales department uses to give growth and increase revenues?
Sure. So we use a variety of strategies to drive growth. So our first and the foremost strategy is to upsell and cross-sell to our existing clients. That's one of the main strategies we have within Symphony. The second strategy, in order to gain more customers, in order to gain new clients, we participate in a lot of events. We collaborate cross-functionally with marketing, delivery, and pre-sales to work on case studies. We also we have an internal CRM which we use to track sales cycle, deal size, etc. And then we have a very personalized approach with our clients. So intimacy is one of our core values. So we have 6 core values: trust, integrity, innovation, initiative, inspirational, and intimacy. So we are very, very close with our clients. And that's how our clients stay with us for over 8 or 10 years, which I haven't seen in any other company, by the way. So I worked in several IT services providers, and Symphony is the only company where I've seen that our clients stay with us for 8 or 10 years. And I guess that's our main USP, and that's how we can differentiate ourselves with others.
Yeah, definitely. That's That's something that will impress, something that impress people, because as you, for example, just told us that you haven't seen it, so it's quite a good mark, I would say.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, did I got it right that like the departments you are the most closely working is marketing, yes, and
Yes. So sales really work very closely with marketing because they are the ones who, who can help salespeople go in events. They are the ones who create case studies. They are the ones who promote Symphony services on LinkedIn
mm-hmm,
through paid campaigns. So it's really important, a very close collaboration between sales teams and marketing teams. And that
mm-hmm.
works very well because the sales team is mutually integrated here in Symphony with the marketing team.
That's great, like a symbiosis. That's great. That's how the things work, I would say.
Yeah,
Okay, I have a question that nowadays is very, very popular because I think a lot of people will mark this year as a AI year, and since the AI
mm,
has came in our lives, a lot of things has changed, and I'm also very, very interesting about how it has affected the sales and actually how this integrating AI and data analytics transformed our sales processes and what valuable insights we have gained with this AI changes.
sure. So, as you know, Symphony Solutions is very big on AI.
Yes,
We were
we are.
we were one of the first few IT services companies that started adopting AI in a day-to-day job. In fact, our CEO, Theo, runs AI monthly challenges with a cash prize. So that's very motivating for people to research on different AI tools in the market and then, speak about it every month. So Symphony started adopting the benefits of ChatGPT and other AI tools since April of this year. As soon as ChatGPT was launched, we went full swing and started doing our research on how we can adopt AI in our day-to-day jobs.
Mhm.
In fact, we sell AI as a service too. So I have companies in my pipeline who are looking to get our help in developing their products with our AI services. So that's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so there are two parts here. One, how we use AI in our day-to-day job as a salesperson. Second, how Symphony is adopting AI service and in fact started selling AI service to the prospects. So it's very interesting how we quickly adapted to the changes in the technology and in the world. And it always has to come from the top level. So if, for example, Theo, our CEO, did not believe in it or did not adopt it, it won't, flow down to the
Yeah,
rest of
of
the
course.
people because change is a difficult thing. Change is constant, but change is it's very difficult for people to come terms to. So yeah, so thanks to Theo that we were able to use AI. So how I use chat gpt, for example, is
Mhm.
my lead, I'll start from my generation team. So the lead generation team is generating leads through AI tools. There are a very good few AI tools in the market, and they use that to generate leads. And whenever I have to draft any email or drafting of emails as well as asking business related questions on how to generate more leads effectively or how to close deals, I think ChatGPT does a fairly a good job in answering
Mm.
those. I know that our marketing team also started using a lot of AI tools because I remember last quarter we did a video which was a quarterly video from marketing team which was done based solely on AI. So an AI person was talking, and so I think we have adopted AI within Symphony Solutions in every department, which is great because in just 6 months, 5 or 6 months, we have started selling AI as a service, which I don't know how many companies are already selling. So yeah, we are using AI every day. In fact, any of the AI tools every day.
So, and how, of course, it's a positive, yeah, effect that the ChatGPT has brought. And if there's some tools that you have implemented since, yeah, the ChatGPT came in. You mentioned about the tools that helps you to to create leads. Are there some other tools maybe you're using nowadays?
Yes, so Apollo AI is a tool which is used
Mm-hmm.
by the lead generation team, and they are able to generate leads from Apollo AI. I personally use Notion AI in order to be more productive and efficient. So I use Notion. And of course, use ChatGPT, as I just mentioned. Then there are other few tools as well, which I don't use regularly. So Writer is one of them, RYTR. It's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have a YouTube channel, but for my personal YouTube channel, and for that I sometimes use animated videos. And so I forgot the tool which I use, but I use one of the AI tools to generate an animated video.
That's cool. That's something for the leisure time, but also very, very useful. Not only about the work, you know.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, okay. So, besides the changes since the ChatGPT came to us, there is constantly small changes on the market and in the world. And with this, with market dynamics constantly evolving, how do our sales teams stay agile and adopt their strategies to meet emerging challenges?
Sure. I think staying agile is really important. Keeping a pulse on the market by monitoring industry trends, competitor analysis is really important. And that's when we'll come to know what's happening in other industries or with our competitors. So, for example, we have come up with an AI service, and I don't know if other competitors are doing an analysis on our services just to gain an insight on what's happening new. I guess the other strategy would be subscribe to tech newsletters uh, to see which all companies received funding or what are the latest trends in the market. Plus, we also have knowledge sharing sessions within Symphony. So we have an internal platform which we use for communication with different departments, and we've in fact just started for the sales team, for the commercial team, we have started a knowledge sharing session. If someone has a brilliant idea that person can share, have a session with others, or if someone is struggling with something, or if someone discovered something new. So for stuff like that, we have an internal a session, internal group where we have these sessions.
I see, I see. Cool. Something that really helps you. So that's great. That's also kind of insightful, I would say. Okay, and the most not a tricky question, but you know, every department has its own challenges, and also,
Mhm.
of course, I cannot go through this question. So, Mona, could you share an example of particular tough challenge your team encountered and the creative solutions you have implemented for it?
Sure, yeah. So I remember when I joined Symphony in February, I was trying to build my pipeline because I'm a salesperson. In any sales organization, there's number pressure. You have to hit the ground running. You have to start closing. For that, you have to build your pipeline. And if in order to build your pipeline, you have to send proposals and everything. So, sorry, just one second. I just switched off my phone. Yeah. So yeah, so as soon as I joined, I was focusing on generating leads, because of those leads, I would be able to transform them to proposals, and then from proposal stage to closure. So we didn't really have a pre-sales team within Symphony who could focus on preparing the proposals, because it's like you going to a showroom. I'll just give you an example just so that you're able to compare this with
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. So if you want to buy a car, or let's just say if you want to try out a new restaurant, right? You go to your favorite Thai restaurant, for example. I'm very fond of Thai. So you basis the reviews, you go to your restaurant, and even though if the food is good, if the service is horrible, you would not like to go to that restaurant again.
Sure.
Right? So it's the same situation here. So if even though you are a great company, you are, your delivery is great, but if the person who has not ever taken your services do not see that, he would not close the deal with you. And there's only one way how he can see it. I mean, apart from calls and stuff like that, it's the way how you prepare your proposal. So if your proposal is not saying what you can really do, even though you can do, but if it is not saying what you can do, it'll be a problem for salespeople to close the deal. So this
Sure.
was a big challenge, and thanks to our COO Senya, who collaborated with the salespeople, with the delivery folks, the engagement delivery heads, the tech office, and then we came up. So we used to have these sessions every week to come up with a proper plan. In fact, then we formed a tech office. And now I would not say it's 100% streamlined. It is somewhat, I would say between 70 to 80% there, but we are getting there. And I'm sure as and when we recruit more salespeople, we would still go through the same challenges as we went through. So I would say that was the big challenge. We didn't have anyone who could write, who could work on proposals. And we have fixed that to an extent. Now, we exactly know how to go about it. The tech office is there. The delivery heads are there who coordinate and work on the proposals. We are also able to send the proposals before the deadline to our clients. But this is, I would say, a temporary fix. I still believe if we hire more salespeople, we would struggle. And then when the time comes, we would have to again come up with a new strategy to work on it.
Yeah, but definitely, like from the history you have just shared, yeah, this challenge has brought you a lot of experience, and this history has brought you to the pathway now, and right now you know the way, and now you know your tools, how you can handle it. So this always the toughest challenges bring us the most, I would say. But
Absolutely. Yeah.
But definitely, your previous experience and experience of your team members have also affected this great solution for this challenge. So definitely, experience is everything. The more you have, the farther you go, I would say, Okay, Mona. Yeah, that was pretty insightful because I have, for example, now I know a lot more about sales to like before, and I hope this works also for everyone who will hear this podcast. And I would like really to thank you for giving us these insights and histories and how does everything work and who are sales department, who are standing behind the scenes and how everything works. Thank you for your time. It was really cool, and thank you for the insights. Hope you enjoyed our podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. Thank you so much, Shirley, for having me over. This was my first podcast and I loved it. And please let me know whenever this goes live. I'm going to share it with my friends and family as well.
Sure. I will, Mona, definitely.